think twice before you speak, because your words and your influence will plant the seed of either failure and success in the mind of another, says Napoleon Hill. And what does this have to do with this episode of the ViaMia Show? We'll learn soon.
The ViaMia Show is brought to you by the following people.
Charlie's Chocolate Factory is a family-owned business operating since 1970. Charlie's has molded chocolates for corporate events, weddings, and holidays. For information, call 604-437-8221. Good Cleaning Services has been serving Greater Vancouver since 2008. For more information, contact Ivanka at 778-321-0174. Recording, rehearsal space, voiceovers, video editing in New Westminster. For more information, fiascobros.com. Melina Pham Makeup Artistry and Hairstyling. Makeup applications for film, airbrushing, glamour makeup, high fashion makeup, bridal makeup, and hairstyling. More details at melinaphamglobalartistry.com. Cuts and Colors in Uptown New Westminster. We welcome our stylist, George of Salon Caliente. For appointment, call 604-544-5104. Private Investigations, Security and Alarm Systems since 1972. For more information, call 604-251-2121.
So a new day, a new season of the ViaMia Show, and also a new guest. I'd like to welcome comedy mentalist and hypnotist Randy CHARACH. Hello, Randy.
Hello.
I'm always mixing up hypnotist, hypnosis, these two words in our English second language.
Well, hypnotist is someone who practices hypnosis.
I know what
you
it
know
is.
That.
I know, it's just something, my tongue is not working very well to recognize these two words. I'm really looking forward to what we're going to do today because, first of all, I don't know, and I ask you not to tell me. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so let's get to the first part, what I said, the hypnotist. What about the hypnosis? I know there are different kinds of, right? Mm-hmm. And you are into the entertainment industry, so we will remain there. You entertain people by hypnotizing people.
Yeah.
One portion of your entertainment, right?
Yeah, I'm a stage hypnotist.
Yeah.
Do comedy.
Yeah.
And I don't get people to quack like ducks or anything too crazy, but we definitely set up some really fun scenarios that are entertaining for the audience and really fun for the volunteers who come up on stage.
Yeah, I saw few of your clips. We are going to see some of them here, and we're going to see more than that. To start with, what really hypnosis is, just if you can tell us.
Sure. Hypnosis is a natural state of mind, and it's very similar to when you're falling asleep or just waking up. And that in science is known as the alpha state. And that is the lightest state of hypnosis. And then you can go into somnambulism, which is the deepest state, which would be mostly like sleepwalking. Mm-hmm. So what I like to do is I get in my show, my best subjects, the best volunteers are people who are not quite somnambulistic because I can't really do anything with them. They're like out, but just before that, and they're the most fun. But even people in a light hypnotic state, you can try different hypnotic phenomena with them, which is really cool as well.
And how does it work?
You can put someone to hypnosis one of two ways. Either fatigue their nervous system or overload it. So when you see someone, the typical hypnotist with the watch and you're getting sleepy and sleepy, that's fatiguing or relaxing the nervous system, or it's a progressive relaxation, which puts them into a meditative state. And the other one is to overload their system, and that is to confuse them with words and actions. Their mind is overloaded, and the simplest thing for them to do once the suggestion is made is to sleep. And when I say sleep, not as in going to sleep, but into that hypnotic trance, and they essentially their mind, their conscious mind shuts down, their subconscious mind takes over.
Is there, sorry to interrupt you,
Yeah.
but is there any danger?
No, not at all. There's, hypnosis has been around for 4,000 years, starting with Mesmer in France. That's where the term mesmerized comes from.
Yeah.
And in all those years, there's never been a case of anybody being stuck in hypnosis or doing anything that they wouldn't normally do in a fun, relaxed party atmosphere.
That was one of my questions, because I was wondering that if anybody can be stuck in hypnosis and never come back.
Worst case scenario is they actually fall asleep and then just wake up whenever they normally would from a nap.
You already mentioned a little bit of it, but the benefits of the hypnosis.
Oh yeah, many benefits, because what you're doing is you're bypassing the critical, conscious, subjective, analytical mind, which we think we operate on most of the day, and you're tapping into the subconscious mind, which is really where we can control change habits and form new good habits. You think about it when you're driving your car. You're not actually thinking about every move that I'm going to put on the brake, that I'm going to turn here. You just end up at your destination. Your subconscious mind was driving.
Oh.
So it's very powerful. Well, your conscious mind was worrying about the past and dwelling on the past and worrying about the future. Your subconscious mind is actually doing the good work and getting you to where you want to go. So we can use hypnosis to get people to where they want to go. Now, I don't necessarily do that as a business or career because I'm a stage entertainer. But I actually do help friends and family and just random people that I meet if I can see they need some help.
But I'm sure you entertain yourself as well by watching.
Always.
Can you really have absolute control over people you're hypnotizing?
I don't know about absolute control. What happens is they become in this suggestible state. And given that there's rapport with the hypnotist, and they're into somewhere between alpha and a deeper state of hypnosis, their subconscious mind stops analyzing, and you're talking directly to the conscious mind stops analyzing. You're talking directly to the subconscious mind, and they will follow your suggestions. However, not completely, the complete control part. If I were to suggest to somebody who's under my hypnotic spell to go rob a bank, if it's not something they would normally do, they're not going to. Now, if they're a bank robber, then they probably would go do it. But if it's against their ethics, or they're never going to say or do anything they wouldn't want to, and the reason for that is there's part of the conscious mind that's overlooking, and it's a safety mechanism. It's built in. Just like if you're asleep and a mother's asleep and hears their child crying, they're going to wake up instantly and be fully alert. It's that sort of thing. There will be that conscious mind to take care of what's going on.
And also, that means that they would never do anything what embarrasses them, right?
That's a difficult one.
Well, you just said that they wouldn't do something that they wouldn't be comfortable.
They wouldn't do something that they wouldn't normally do around friends at a party atmosphere.
Okay.
Sometimes they have a drink or two, which is a form of hypnosis, and they look back and sure, because you're in a different state of mind, an altered state. Hypnosis is much more productive and powerful than being drunk, and because you actually are in a more alert state. But it's an altered state. Sometimes they'll look back and think, I wish I didn't do that. But in hypnosis, it's up to the hypnotist to provide suggestions that they're not going to have remorse about. So an ethical hypnotist is not going to give them any suggestion that later on they're going to regret.
Yeah. Well, interesting, but I'd like to see something. When we mentioned we have a video clip, but before we go, I'm sure you've already had the chance to see Randy's website, randycharach.com. And you brought along a very short clip, something that you make even smaller from what I saw from your website. Why don't we just see it right now?
Randy CHARACH, yeah, that's his name. What he's about to do is read your brain, gonna make you laugh while he reads your mind. He's a comic, a psychic, he's one of a kind. Some people say that he's a magician. Let me set you straight, cause they're just fishing. Trying to understand how he does what he do. Prepare to be amazed, you won't have a clue. Mix it funny with ability. Seeing visions in your thoughts that he thought he couldn't see. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna freak out, having so much fun. You're gonna scream and shout, even though it's in front of your eyes. Gotta believe you're in for a surprise. Get pumped up, we're gonna start the show. Smile real big, here we go. Randy CHARACH, yeah, that's his name. What he's about to do is read your brain, gonna make you laugh while he reads your mind. He's a comic, a psychic, he's one of a kind. Some people say that he's a magician. Let me set you straight, cause they're just fishing, trying to understand how he does what he do. Prepare to be amazed, you won't have a clue. Oh, snap! How'd he do that? He couldn't have guessed, I'm so impressed. Oh wow, holy cow. Do you see what he did right there just now? Oh please, how'd he know that? Better check my house for a wiretap. He's amazing, he'll make your thoughts appear. Nothing he does will ever come clear. It's a blindfold, of course he can't see, but he'll tell you what you're thinking on the count of 3. Smiling with wonder, is he just funny? Whatever your reason, hope it's worth the money, cause it's here for you, all set to entertain. And what you're about to see will drive you insane. So go ahead, think outside the box. He's a crazy psychic, he's crazy like a fox. Connected to each person here, he can hear what you're thinking. It's oh so clear, so let's have some fun. You made a great choice, put your hands together and make some noise.
Well, I was when I was looking at that video and the previous videos, and again, Randy's website will reveal more than we just showed. I like, you're not only funny, but your act is clean, which is becoming less and less something to see these days, and I loved it, and
Right.
that's one of the reasons why you're here. You're sometimes the reaction of the people, what I've seen in your audience, is just amazing. How it looks like that you really can do anything you feel like. Somebody like you, a particular you, with combining the elements like hypnosis, magic, psychology, you can actually hack into people's mind.
It appears that way in the show. I mean, the show is constructed for entertainment, and there's a lot of things going on. When I do mentalism in my show, and often I'll combine mentalism with hypnosis. Sometimes I'll do just a mentalism show, just hypnosis. Sometimes I'll open with mentalism, close with hypnosis, and now I'm working on ways to merge the two, which is something that no one's really done before. And my goal is to entertain, so I'll rely on different things, including showmanship, my background as a magician, as well as reading nonverbal cues and using hypnosis. So I won't really hold back on whatever method I need to use to fully entertain the audience. As far as hacking into their minds, that is, with hypnosis, I mean, essentially I am. I'm hacking into, going into their subconscious mind, which using hypnosis, which is not always the easiest to achieve for people who don't know these methods. So yeah, it's part of it. Yeah, it's not like where I could walk up to somebody on the street and like literally instantly hack into their mind and tell them what they're thinking. Yeah. But through a different process and combining all these different elements into my show, you're right, I can actually pretty much make anything I want to appear a reality.
I'd like to have your powers, you know?
It's a lot of fun. It actually, you know what, it really just boils down to its relationships and communication. Because I'm building a relationship with my audience, building rapport, really building rapport with the people who come up on stage. And once they trust me and they know that I'm not going to mishandle them, and then we have that rapport going. And then it's a matter of communicating both verbally and non-verbally. And I do that through skills as an NLP practitioner, of somebody who understands neuro-linguistic programming, body language, and also the ability to initiate trance into others.
What do people usually ask you, if they do, before they get hypnotized? Do they have any
common questions and concerns? I address them to the show because it's a performance. It's not like a question and answer type scenario. Although I do some speaking on communication and relationships for different groups, and then I combine a message with the entertainment. And in that case, there's questions asked. I already know what the questions are, and so I address them in my show in advance. And the main ones are, which we spoke about already a little bit earlier, can I be stuck in hypnosis? They're worried about that. What happens if you hypnotize me and you have a heart attack and die? Am I going to be in this trance?
I'm gonna stop you now because I have so many questions and you are just using them. So
I'm sorry.
That's okay. But you know, there are something else before we step into the break, because we have, after that, somebody's joining us. Randy is going to be hypnotizing. But we have some images. So before we get into the break, I'd like to share that with people, what you brought. Sure. And maybe just let's look at them now.
Okay.
So that one.
So that was a show that I did in Vancouver here at Yuck Yuck's Comedy Club.
Okay, I've been there.
Yeah, and this was in 2013. And it was a charity benefit to raise health for the Canadian Mental Health Association.
Good.
This one here was just recently, this year. And this was a performance that I did in a 1,000-seat theater on a cruise ship.
It's a huge place.
Yeah, it was a really nice stage, and this is you know, those are the people hypnotized, tranced out, and I'm having some fun with them. You'll notice the fellow in the middle he was out.
Gone.
He was a somnambulist, and there was really not much I could do with him. I left him there the whole show, and then we had a lot of fun. This is back to my mentalism, the mind reading. Here I'm blindfolded. There's coins and tape and a blindfold. Then people bring objects up on stage, and without being able to see, I wave my fingers over top, and I describe the items. And I also go further than that. I describe the connection of those items to the person who brought them up. This was recently a talk that I did for the National Conference of State Legislators, where I talked about communication and relationships and blended in the entertainment.
Perfect.
As a HLN, I was brought on an expert on relationships for that back in 2014.
Well, you're keeping really, really busy.
Yeah, yeah.
We have time for the short break right now. Like I said, we have somebody joining us, so don't leave us.
The ViaMia show is brought to you by the following people.
Charlie's Chocolate Factory is a family-owned business operating since 1970. Charlie's has molded chocolates for corporate events, weddings, and holidays. For information, call 604-437-8221. Good Cleaning Services has been serving Greater Vancouver since 2008. For more information, contact Ivanka at 778-321-0174. Recording, rehearsal space, voiceovers, video editing in New Westminster. For more information, fiascobros.com. Melina Pham Makeup Artistry and Hairstyling. Makeup applications for film, airbrushing, glamour makeup, high fashion makeup, bridal makeup, and hairstyling. More details at melinaphamglobalartistry.com. Cuts and colors in Uptown New Westminster. We welcome our stylist George of Salon Caliente. For appointment, call 604-544-5104. Private investigations, security and alarm systems since 1972. For more information, call 604-251-2121.
So we are back with Randy CHARACH, mentalist and comedy mentalist, to be precise, and hypnotist. Randy, we're bringing producer, but let's just have one question answered, because I'm interested to know, can everybody be hypnotized?
Anybody who's willing to be hypnotized can. If they fight it, resist it, then no, but most people, if they come to a hypnosis show, if they come on stage, they typically want to be, and we have a high success rate.
So let's try our producer, Rick Valiant, who is stepping here now.
Okay.
He said he's never been hypnotized.
Never been
Ready?
hypnotized. Nice to meet you.
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, Rick, the first question is, would you like to be hypnotized?
We can certainly try it.
We can try it. See, he's willing. I think that's all I need. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is, I explained earlier, and I want you to understand this too, you can hypnotize somebody through fatiguing their nervous system or overloading it. For sake of brevity here, and usually I move fairly quickly in my shows as well, we're going to try a little combination of the two. And what I'd like you to do is just have your arms relaxed. That's right, good. And your feet are firmly planted there, and you feel comfortable. Say yes?
Yes.
Perfect, good. See, that was the first test. You said yes. Okay, and I want you to take a deep breath in and out. In and out. This time, on the out, you'll close your eyes in and out. Good. And as you listen to my voice, you become more and more relaxed. And we're going to relax your body and your mind. Your body will relax from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. Feel it happen now. And now imagine in your mind a clear blue sky, and that sky is a cloud. And see yourself, Rick, in that cloud. See it enveloping your body. Visualize it, picture it. And as you see that cloud, I want you to see it now drifting away. Imagine it's drifting away. And as it drifts away, so do your thoughts and your worries. Yesterday is past, tomorrow is 1,000 miles away. As you drift deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed. I'm going to test and see how relaxed you are and just let it go. That's right. Good. Let it go. Perfect. Rick could help me. He could help me here, but he's not. He doesn't need to. Notice how the chair that you're sitting in right now, supports you completely. There's nothing you need to do except to relax. The count of 3, open your eyes. 1, 2, 3. Eyes open and sleep. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed. That's right, good. And as you relax and you become more and more comfortable, you're drifting further and further, deeper and deeper into a nice, wonderful, comfortable state of relaxation. From here on, anytime I suggest for you to sleep or relax, you'll instantly go into this state of relaxation, and you will find that you want to accept my suggestions. And you want to because it feels good, and the better you feel, the more relaxed you are, the better you feel. You can hear everything. You can hear my voice. Any other sounds will actually help you go deeper. You will not be computing the rest of the conversations, only my voice and my voice alone. So Mia, we now have him, we have Rick, in a nice, relaxed, hypnotic state already. And from here, we can start slowly and give him some suggestions, and then we can go a little further. And the more we do, the more relaxed and the more of a hypnotic state he'll be in.
Will he remember everything what's happening?
It's up to us. We can decide.
Okay.
See, it's all suggestion. If I suggest for him to remember, he will. If not, he won't.
Do you think he's comfortable like this?
Yeah, I do. I think he feels pretty comfortable.
He looks very much like those people in your pictures.
That's right. Yeah, you know, when you're slumped over, you're relaxed, your body's relaxed, his mind's relaxed. Let's try a little thing with him. I'm going to give you a suggestion, Rick. What I'd like you to do is just nod your head if you can hear me, if you understand. Good. Rick, in a moment, I'm going to count to 3. You're going to open your eyes, and when you do, we're going to realize that there's no more number 6. The number 6 is completely gone. No more number 6, never existed. No more number 6. On the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes. 1, 2, 3, sitting up, eyes open. Good. Rick, are you feeling good?
Fine.
Yeah. Do you feel that you were just hypnotized?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Well, hypnosis is an interesting thing, and it's somewhat puzzling. Let's just try a little test.
All right.
And what I'd like you to do is hold up your hands and your fingers. That's right. Good. And I'm going to point to a finger, and as I point to each finger, you're going to count. Okay? Here we go. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
How does that work? Let's try. We'll go from 10 backwards to 1 and see what happens.
10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Huh. Good job. Sleep. Good. Deeper and deeper.
Oh my.
More and more relaxed. So what we did is now we've created amnesia. We can also later, and I think I'd need to work with him for a little bit longer. I can create hallucinations. In my stage show, I get people to imagine that I'm naked, and they all freak out. Yeah.
And watch all that?
And then I say reverse, and then I tell them they're naked, and
I
they're covering
saw
up.
that
You
show,
saw that?
yes.
That's a lot of fun.
That is really fun.
We're not going to do that with Rick.
No.
And he's actually surprisingly in quite an interestingly deep state, deeper
Are you
than...
going to do something funny with him?
Yeah, what would you like to do? How about we get him to forget your name?
Yeah, forget something.
Or his name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So it's another...
His name.
Another form of amnesia.
Yep.
Okay. Rick, in a moment, I'm going to count to 3, and when I do, you're going to sit up, your eyes are going to open, you'll be fully alert, and your name will be gone, completely vanished. The number 6 is back, but your name will be completely gone. You will not remember it, no matter how hard you try. The harder you try, the more frustrating it is, and the more impossible it is for you to remember. On the count of 3, you will no longer remember your name. 1, 2, 3, sitting up, eyes open, fully alert. And so, boy, it's nice to be here on the Mia Show. My name's Randy, and sorry, what was your name? Cat got your tongue?
You forgot
You can't
to
remember
speak?
your name? Oh my gosh.
But don't worry, it's not that
But
sad.
that's okay, yeah. Oh no, oh, this is interesting. You're good, you're good. Tell you what, I want you just to close your eyes and relax, and let it go. That's right, just let it go. Very interesting.
That was very emotional.
It was
very
emotional. Yeah, you see, that is actually kind of rare.
God.
It's called an ab reaction. And boy, that sure is proof that this is real, isn't it?
My God,
I don't know
look
if the people at
Never
home
seen
were
this.
able to see, but his eyes
I saw
teared
the
up.
part of you on your show, but people were like, "Oh, they didn't know their names," but I've never seen this.
Usually it's more fun.
Oh, they
than
laugh,
this. We're going to make him feel good and feel happy. I want to try one real quick thing here, and then we're going to give him a very positive suggestion. That was interesting. What happened, we don't have enough time in the show to go into the whole psychology of
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
Some people react, it brings up emotions. Anyway, what I want you to do, I'm going to try something with you. I won't hypnotize you.
No.
I'd like you to imagine in your mind, as I did with Rick earlier, imagine a blue sky. Okay, in that blue sky, I'd like you to spell out a word. Just in your mind, don't say it out loud. Just spell it out as if you have a skywriting plane. Yeah,
Yep.
good. Okay, and then in a moment, we're going to show everybody at home, and
Yep.
you'll write it down and go ahead. And while you're doing that, let me work with Rick. Rick, in a moment, I'm going to count to 3, and when I do, 2 things are going to happen. One is you're going to feel good and happy and fully alert. You're going to realize that you just experienced something called hypnosis, which is an interesting and different state of mind. It's a natural state of mind. It can't hurt you. It can only help you. Sometimes it brings up emotions, as it seemed to today. But Rick, those emotions will be gone, and will be replaced with happy emotions, good emotions. You're going to feel great and wonderful, feeling happy that you're here. You'll know exactly where you are. You're on the Mia show. Everything is good. We're in the present moment. Everything is working great. Rick, I'd like you to picture in your mind a blue sky, the blue sky that was so relaxing and comforting before. I'd like you to see a skywriting plane come in and write a word. In a moment, I'm going to count to 3. You'll open your eyes feeling good, and nice and loud, you're going to say that word, nice and clear. Nod your head if you understand. Good. 1, feeling good. 2, fully awake. 3, feeling happy. Eyes open. What word do you see on the sky?
Cuddle?
Cuddle. What was the word that you thought of?
Cuddle.
Let's see for the camera at home. I think we just did something that's never done before, where we connected your subconscious mind.
How did you
with
do that?
Your conscious mind.
That
And,
was my word.
more importantly, how are you feeling?
Good.
You feel good? You feel happy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. You're an excellent hypnotic subject. Thank you.
Thank you,
My
Minnie.
stay.
Stay?
Okay, I guess I can't hypnotize you, right?
Do you?
Not that way. But you said that we all can learn. I don't think that we can have those kind of skills that what you just proved. That was pretty, even for me, emotional, what I just seen.
Yeah.
Well, we can see everything. We can see more than that. Randy has quite a few performances, and we're not going to name them now. We don't have the time, but randycharach.com. I'm sure that there's all information there.
Yeah.
Great videos. You're going to have fun to see them. And I would like to present something from Charlie's Chocolate Company is sending you a present.
Ooh.
He's been molding his chocolates for over 45 years. And there's a little bit of brain, if you can see, like for Mentalist and all the stuff that came to his mind that he thought that would have something to do what you do.
Oh,
so
that's
that is your gift.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for what we just saw was amazing. And you need to sign
Oh, sure.
our cup.
Okay, thank you.
Opening the new season, new guest
It's
of
an
the
honor.
eighth season. Rick, thank you so much for being amazing. And Randy, I just can't thank you enough. That was very nice, entertaining. Thank you for watching ViaMia show, and I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.